I'll give you infinite resources in next 2 minutes. The amount of resources that are gonna flow in this video. Even at that point, मेरे को नहीं पता था कि IIT actually कितना बड़ा institute है. But you should at least have option to use it. Don't reject things without even having the option to use them. Then you will never understand what you are rejecting even. Let me put out new tools for you people who is ever listening. Go to Hugging Face. There is a thing called Hugging Face Spaces. In the spaces, people have put out infinite free AI tools. There is like no limit to them. Every human should be able to be a part of it. Every human has right to be a part of AI evolution. Every human. I am gonna bring Dr. Feifei Lee here. She's from Stanford, and the way she would solve any problem, and which has inspired me as well, is that she asked the questions: what does this serve? Who am I making it for? Who is the human it's gonna use? I believe people do not need AI for the sake of AI. People need AI to make what they already do better, more efficient. Whole website. The 3D website I'm talking about, that even the 3D website is less than 1 MB. I think 1 MB is again too large. I think it's just a few KBs.
Hey everyone, welcome back to OctaJump. My name is Dipanshu, graduated from IIT Guwahati and co-founder of OctaJump. आज का जो पॉडकास्ट है ना बहुत ही इंफॉर्मेटिव एंड बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है क्योंकि इसके अंदर अपन ने AI को इन डेप्थ डिस्कस करके रखा हुआ है. तो आज का जो गेस्ट है ना बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट है. मेरा खुद का बैचमेट है. IIT गुवाहाटी के अंदर हमने बहुत सारे ऐसे एक्टिविटीज किए, बहुत सारे फन किए, तो बहुत ही मस्ती की है. एंड कॉलेज के थ्रू हमने एक साथ ऐसे बहुत सारे ट्रेवलिंग भी किए जहाँ पे अपन अलग अलग यूनिवर्सिटीज, अलग अलग कॉलेज में जाते थे. अपने कॉलेज के जो टेक फेस्ट इवेंट होते थे उसका ब्रांडिंग प्रमोशन करने. तो कॉलेज के टाइम पे ऐसे पढ़ाई एंड काम के बीच में हमने ऐसे बहुत सारे अनगिनत मस्ती की है. तो इस पॉडकास्ट के अंदर अपन ने एआई के बारे में पूरा इन डेप्थ डिस्कस करके रखा है. चाहे टेक बैकग्राउंड के हो या नॉन टेक बैकग्राउंड के हो, ये पॉडकास्ट जरूर देखना चाहिए. तो आज हमारे साथ है मिस्टर दिव्यम बंसल एंड ही इज एन एआई इंजीनियर एंड एमएल ऑप्स स्पेशलिस्ट एट ईएक्सएल. तो पूरे पॉडकास्ट में एंड तक बने रहना और चैनल को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर देना ताकि आने वाले टाइम पे मैं ऐसे और वीडियो ला सकूं और ग्रोथ करने में हेल्प कर सकूं. हे एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू ऑक्टाजम्प. तो आज हमारे साथ है मिस्टर दिव्यम बंसल. दिव्यम भाई अपना बैचमेट है और बहुत ही इन्फॉर्मेटिव बंदा है भाई. अपने कॉलेज टाइम से अपन इसको जानते हैं. तो आज कोशिश करेंगे कि मैक्सिमम इन्फॉर्मेशन इससे अपने को मिले, है ना. तो बहुत कुछ अपने को पूछना है इससे. तो एक बार दिव्यम अपना इंट्रो दे दो यार अपने ऑडियंस को.
Thank you, Dipanshu, for having me. Uh, I'm really excited to be here. Hello, everyone. I am Divyam Bansal. I currently work as MLOps engineer at EXL Services, though that barely captures what I do these days. But yeah.
तो इसका जो जानी है ना बहुत ही अपन जैसे जैसे पॉडकास्ट में आगे बढ़ेंगे ना तो अपने को पता चलेगा यार बहुत कुछ अपन इससे अपने को इनपुट मिलने वाला है. तो यार पहले तो थोड़ा बहुत अपन पूछ लेते हैं खबर, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं ना जो अभी भाई फ्रेश है, जैसे कि स्कूल कॉलेज में, जैसे मतलब 11-12 में या अपना जेई का तैयारी करें. तो पहले तो यार थोड़ा बहुत अपना आईआईटी का जार्नी अपन पूछ लेते हैं यार. मतलब आईआईटी का जार्नी थोड़ा शेयर कर दे भाई पहले तो.
Bilkul, bilkul. So the first time I heard the name IIT, I was in class 10th. And
अच्छा.
even at that point मेरे को नहीं पता था कि IIT actually कितना बड़ा institute है. I would compare it to a local engineering college in my city. And as I kept talking about it, kept reading about it, I realized that it is a platform that I want to be. Maybe it is a platform that if that platform I have, it will solve my problems. So naturally I grinded for it.
Hmm.
I grinded intensely. I worked like 4 hours of sleep I would take. I would make intense notes. And 2017 I gave my first attempt for JEE. Uh, I got decent enough marks in JEE mains. I fumbled. I did clear JEE advanced, but it was not a good enough rank. And then I also fumbled the counseling. I did not go through with any of the colleges that I was offered, and I decided to take a drop. In my drop year, I understood how blindly grinding was
Hmm.
actually harming the way I would learn actually. The way I would mostly learn is by either someone explaining me the concept or by practicing more and more problems around it. Finding more problems, finding the problems that would take much more time for me to solve. So that's what I
Right.
did. I went to my teachers. I intensely asked more and more and more and more problems. I solved, every day I'd solve a new problem. Once I have solved the problems, if I could not get them right on my first try, then I would solve them again. Otherwise, I would just keep finding new problems. And this idea of new problems, finding new problems, going ahead with new problems, landed me around 2800 in JEE mains and obviously double in JEE advanced. Even my expectations, like everybody else, got shattered. But
भाई या नहीं नहीं मैं इसके साथ यही ऐड ऑन करना चाहता हूँ भाई। इसने जो जैसे बोला कि यार ये हमेशा मतलब हर रोज कुछ नया प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट सॉल्व कर रहा है, कोई नया प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा है या क्वेश्चन टीचर्स को हर रोज पूछा, तो इसका जो ये वाला एटीट्यूड है ना, ये बाद में भी कॉलेज में भी रिफ्लेक्ट हुआ भाई। हमेशा ये बंदा मेरे को हार्डली किसी भी क्लास में ये बंदा कभी भी एब्सेंट नहीं होता था भाई। ये हमेशा सुबह का 8 बजे क्लास में बुला लो, रात को 3 बजे क्लास में बुला लो
नहीं,
भाई
नहीं,
ये हर रोज।
नहीं.
हाँ
I would say I was a pretty non-serious student as well. If Even though going to classes I found necessary because of schools, but I also understood that without my interest in the subject or the whatever is being taught, I would not be able to understand it. So, for college students who might be listening to this, uh, anything that you have learned in school is not gonna work. Follow your interest. Follow what you find most exciting. What society, what your parents, what teachers say is a thing of the past. Whatever they have taught you comes from their experience. And as you step in college, you are at a bridge of being from non-independent individual to a slightly more independent individual. You
हम्म.
have bit more freedom, and oftentimes it's
राइट.
hard for people to understand what to do with it. But as you said, I would like finding more and more problems, and I still do. I still do like finding problems, solving them, and then moving ahead
राइट.
and finding more problems. It has been a way of life.
तो मतलब बंसल, मतलब मेरे को एक चीज़ पूछना था यार, मतलब जैसे कॉलेज में अपन फर्स्ट ईयर सेकेंड ईयर तो अपने को फिगर आउट करने में लग जाता है कि यार मतलब ऐसा ऐसा कॉलेज कल्चर है। फर्स्ट ईयर तो ऑलमोस्ट उसी में लग जाता है भाई। इसमें है बहुत सारे लोग अलग अलग एक्टिविटीज़ में जाते हैं, है ना, सीनियर से इंटरेक्शन करने के चक्कर में। तो मतलब कैरियर तूने जो मतलब एमएल पे जाना, मतलब मशीन लर्निंग पे अपना कैरियर बनाना, ये इसमें इस फील्ड में जाना है, वो कब से चालू हुआ? मतलब फोर्थ ईयर से या थर्ड ईयर से या इससे पहले से चालू हो गया? मतलब क्या सीन था भाई तेरा?
The funny part is, ये चालू हुआ after I got placed in EXL, not even in college. I would actually avoid coding at all. I was a very technical guy, but I would avoid coding. Why? Because I never understood the sense of it. It would not make any difference the way people were coding in our college. They were chasing around a single language and they were chasing around all the problems around the single language.
राइट.
And almost everybody has solved it. We had rank two coders from our institute, and I never saw them solving any problem. I only saw them solving questions and puzzles, but none of them were solving any problems. So I
हम्म.
was more interested in consulting and design at the time of college, understanding what humans were trying to build and how can it be more efficient, how can it be more beautiful, how can it be more uh, cheap, maybe at times. But all of this mindset, then once I after my fourth year of college, I had like a lot after December. Actually, I had a lot of my time. December of 2021, I had been placed in EXL and I had a lot of time on my hand. And then I was like, EXL is gonna make me do coding in Python. and they're gonna make me do machine learning. So it was more of a life situation that I, regardless, have to do this in future. So I took some hands-on that, and I all of a sudden realized all the hype around C and C++, it was all worthless. It was all pointless. I understand that it's a very efficient language and all the system networking is a very efficient system. But for a person to learn Python, it's almost as easy as to learn English. If you can learn any syntax on how to write it,
Okay. Hmm.
then you can learn Python. And with that, every other door opens up. Software engineering, web development, data science, everything opens up just by learning Python.
Hmm.
Data analysis, all the doors
Hmm.
open up for you. And even till date, I believe there are more advanced language. There's Mojo, there's Java, there's Rust. But these languages are
Hmm.
complex. Why are these complex?
Right.
Because you are not gonna talk to a computer like do this for me. But in Python,
Hmm.
you can simply understand a for loop. Um, you don't need to go to the core of it also.
Hmm.
And
Hmm. Hmm.
the best part is the community that has been built around Python is so much open source, so
Right.
open source that most of the projects, most of the machine learning projects, most of the data science projects that you'll find on GitHub, on Kaggle, on any other
Hmm.
website, it will be Python. It will
So,
always be Python. So just
right.
doing Python opens all the doors for you. Just the doors. It won't take you through the whole journey, but it does open the door
मैं
for you.
कोडिंग के पार्ट में कोई भी तुम्हें इशू आ जा रहा है, कोई भी छोटा सा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा, तो उसका 10 सॉल्यूशन तुम्हें मिल जाएगा उसके कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग। तो ये बोल रहा है कि भाई अगर तुम उसमें एक बार मतलब चालू करते हो, तो जैसे कि इसने बोला प्लेसमेंट के बाद इसने पढ़ाई वो पढ़ना चालू किया कि कोडिंग। तो ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं भाई, अपन ने अपना टाइम पे भी ऐसे जो सेम ही है भाई। मेरा भी ऐसे 1 महीना 1 महीना 1.5 महीना पहले शायद सीवी बनाना चालू किया भाई, अच्छा प्लेसमेंट चल रहा है चलो बैठते हैं। तो ऐसे मजे मजे में बैठ के प्लेसमेंट भी लगा रहे हैं लोग, ऐसे भी है भाई अपने बैच में। एक और बंदा था भाई, उसका अभी वो उसका रुचि मालूम है,
Yes,
वो
yes.
बंदा क्या, हाँ उसने बोला कि यार प्लेसमेंट में जाके बैठना है, प्लेसमेंट लेना नहीं है, बस उसको जॉब चाहिए, बस उसको दिखाना है घर में, वहाँ प्लेसमेंट लग जा रहा है भाई उसका भी। वो देख वो ले लिया, इसके बाद बोला भाई अभी उसका नहीं बैठना है, जाके प्लेसमेंट नहीं जाना है। तो ऐसे भी बंदे हैं भाई, बस ले रहा है, बोल रहा है कि भाई प्लेसमेंट लग रहा है। हाँ
Exactly.
बंसल।
मतलब कि most of the people from our batch,
हम्म।
they would not, even from our branch, they prefer take jobs from either off-campus systems, or either they would have started on their own some business or some process. And
राइट।
I think that is the way to go these days. Not just for college students. As a working professional, I understood that the market is always gonna be bad, and you're never gonna be get paid what you're worth.
राइट।
Okay, the only way to get your worth is to build systems that your company is selling yourself. Uh,
राइट।
and I mean, this is the way to scale, or you get your worth in a company, or you get your worthwhile at least. So if you're working for 8 hours, get the money that you feel is all right for 8 hours. Don't grinding out doesn't work in this world anymore. Grinding out for placement, grinding out for a job, grinding out for a college, it doesn't work anymore. Why? Because 2 years ago, ChatGPT was able to crack JEE Advanced without any problem. Now it can solve Linux issues.
हम्म।
Recently this has happened that O3's latest model,
हम्म।
ChatGPT's latest model O3, somebody, a Linux developer, was trying to
हम्म।
find vulnerability in Linux. They found day zero vulnerability in Linux. What day zero vulnerability means is that when the day Linux was built and was going for testing for security issues, that day that vulnerability should have been caught. That is what it means, day zero vulnerability. That means Linux is years and years old system. Any Now this vulnerability, though it has a fix, it won't be implemented throughout the systems, and this means party for hackers. They'll hack all the systems if they know of this exploit. They'll hack all the system until this exploit has been completely erased or fixed everywhere. So understand this, that AI systems are very good at understanding systems, and they're also very
ये
good at using tools. Uh,
ये
uh,
सही बोला तूने। ये जो मतलब तूने पॉइंट आउट किया है ना कि आज शिफ्टिंग होना ज़रूरी है कि भाई कॉलेज तुम हंटिंग कर रहे हो, प्लेसमेंट हंटिंग कर रहे हो, अभी मतलब वो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आ चुका है। वो तुम अगर उस टाइम के साथ अगर तुम चेंजेस नहीं लाए अपने आप में तो दिक्कत है।
हाँ
अभी आज के डेट में मतलब मेरा जो ये प्रोजेक्ट मैं रन कर रहा हूँ इसमें बस 2 लोग हैं। 2 लोग के साथ तू अगर देखेगा सारा काम मतलब कैसे हो पा रहा है, एआई के थ्रू हो पा रहा है। तो अपन ऑटोमेशन करवा देते हैं, इससे काम करवा दे मतलब टूल को मतलब एक इंसान
सी
को 10 गाली दोगे ना, एआई को बिठा के 10 गाली दे देगा, वो इतना स्मार्ट बन चुका होगा, वो तेरा नेक्स्ट टाइम वो
problem with
अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं
AI,
देगा।
there is a problem with AI.
हुँ,
Most of the people who are solving with AI or solving for AI are
हुँ,
solving for people who don't even need AI.
हुँ,
Basically, I understand you have a smartphone. What do you use ChatGPT to do on your? It can use tools and everything, but what tools do you use from ChatGPT except for research, except for talking to it, maybe, except for
हुँ,
finding new things? ChatGPT can do much more on your system, but you don't want to use it, or you don't understand how to use it. Why?
राइट।
Why? Because it's a relatively new tech. But I am gonna bring Dr. Feifei Lee here. She's from
हुँ,
Stanford, and the way she would solve any problem, and which
ओके।
has inspired me as well,
हुँ,
is that she asked the questions: Who does this serve? Who am I making it for? Who is the human it's
हुँ,
gonna use? कौन करेगा इसको इस्तेमाल? Who is
हुँ,
gonna finally use this? And
हुँ,
with that question, when you build technology, when you build AI or anything, you will it will automatically have that level of empathy, that level of understanding in that tech itself. Um,
राइट।
um, think of AI as prosthetic limbs for people.
हुँ,
Uh, it's not necessary for everyone. Nobody, you don't
हुँ,
need prosthetic limbs. Most of the people don't need prosthetic limbs, but the people who
हुँ,
do, they do. They you cannot deny that their requirement, right?
कि तूने एक चीज़ मेरे को पूछा ना, वो क्वेश्चन मेरे को इतना हिट किया। तूने मेरे को पूछा यार तेरे घर पे मेड है या आजू-बाजू में जो सर्वेंट्स है
Right.
या जो भी वर्कर्स है ना? वाह! तूने ऐसे चैटजीपीटी हर भाषा में बात कर सकता है, वो तेरा छोटा से छोटा काम भी कर सकता है, तो वो लोग क्यों यूज़ नहीं कर रहे? उसको एक बार फिर से एक बार मेरे को
Yes,
बता, मेरे
yes,
को उस टाइम। हुँ,
absolutely, Dipanshu. So I ask you again,
हुँ,
you have maids around you, you have
हुँ,
building workers, Majdoori, Dihadi workers around you.
हुँ,
They'll do any task for minimal amount of work, okay? मतलब कुछ भी काम करवा लो तुम उनसे. And most of the time, you'll find these people underpaid, you'll find these people less informed, and you'll find these people not using tech. They'll use those keypad phones, they'll use those old time tech, and even if they use smartphones, they would use it for basic necessities like dial pad or YouTube. So, why? Why in the modern day of these tech? Why in the era of ChatGPT? Why in the era of Claude LLM models? All the latest technology that is being evolving. Why are these people still at the same place they were 20 years, 30 years ago? Why? I ever wondered why? Because nobody is innovating for them. They don't exist
राइट,
for people who are building. They don't exist for people who have the ability to build,
राइट।
because
मतलब
those
ये जितने भी टेक है मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर सोसाइटी के लिए बना हुआ है। मतलब
yes,
ये मतलब हाँ,
yes,
ग्रुप ऑफ
these are
पीपल
for
है बहुत
smart
लिमिट।
people. I should not
हाँ,
be saying this, but these are smart people society. These are well informed, well educated people society. This unintentional classism in education is
हुँ,
very apparent nowadays. If you are well educated, if you are from a decent institute, if you are from a decent path in life, you will have better resources. You will have better
राइट,
understanding of things around you, and you will have capability and ability to solve those things. Yet you will not. Why? Because you will never step into a puddle. Your roads will never have puddle. Your roads will always fix themselves. Your road
Right.
will never have water. You will never
तो
feel water shortage. You will never
राइट.
see electricity. If you are living in Mumbai, you will never see
हम्म.
what does having no electricity mean. You will never know that.
राइट.
If you are living in Delhi, you will never know what it means to pay for water. If you are,
राइट.
I mean, you understand. Like these are just basic layers. You will never know what
राइट.
it means to live without these basic necessities. But if you are from places like you are from Silchar, we lived in
ये.
Guwahati. We saw the people just outside our college uh, surviving. We have a whole complete 24/7 electricity grid
राइट.
inside college, but the people outside college would not get access to it.
सही
Uh,
बोला इसने जो बोला ना, मतलब ऐसा है, अपने कॉलेज के अंदर टेम्परेचर ड्रॉप था भाई, अलग दुनिया लगेगा भाई, तुम्हें ऐसा लगेगा कि तुम
exactly.
फॉरेन में आ गए, और इसके जस्ट ऐसे नीचे पीछे ऐसा
Just
लगेगा
enter
क्या
and
भाई.
just the
हाँ.
beyond gate, there is a different world, and that world has access to only well-informed, well-educated, rich people.
राइट.
New aspirants who want to do
हम्म.
something. Don't take advice about jobs from me. I have no advice for
राइट.
you for jobs because
तो
in reality, I feel
हम्म.
like if I give you advice about how to get a job, how to understand a job, how to be in a job, I don't fit that mold. Okay,
तो
I
एक.
huh.
हाँ, जॉब का एडवाइस नहीं पूछेंगे इससे, एक
Yes,
चीज़
yes, yes.
अपन ज़रूर पूछेंगे यार. फॉर एग्जांपल, जैसे कि इतना तो समझ में आ गया कि भाई ये जो ए आई एम एल, ये सारे बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग टूल्स है आने वाले टाइम
Yes,
पे, है ना.
yes.
तो अगर किसी को, फॉर एग्जांपल, जो कॉलेज में है, जिसने कभी कोडिंग किया भी नहीं, जिसने को कभी कोडिंग का कुछ ए बी सी डी कुछ पता नहीं है ना, अगर उसको एंट्री करना है तो उसके लिए थोड़ा सा रोड में बता दे यार, कैसे वो स्टार्ट कर सकता है.
Yes, yes. I'll give you infinite resources in next 2 minutes. The amount of resources that are gonna flow in this video are gonna be enormous for you people. But I'll
हम्म.
make it easy for you. There is a
हम्म.
website called roadmap.sh. Okay, doesn't matter
रोड
what you
मैप के
want
लिए
to do.
रोड मैप में चले जाओ.
Roadmap.sh. Okay, just go to that website and you whatever you want to be, it will give you each and every step-by-step guide of each and every skill you need to master to be on that level of career path. Everything. Front-end engineer,
राइट.
back-end engineer, data scientist, MLOps engineer, whatever you want. Everything. And it's good. It will even give you resource links, how to reach them, how to start. It's a very good idea of website. But you're not gonna start that. As students, I know everybody procrastinates. So there is a solution, people. In today's day and time, we are living with in a time where models like Claude and ChatGPT. I know I am talking about AI a lot, and I came back to the same point. But the point is, even as smart individuals, you need to rely or understand what this tech is. Don't rely on it.
हम्म.
Play with it, break it, understand what it is, and then see what it actually does and is useful for.
हम्म.
Can you use your laptop to nail? Well, ठोक सकते हो can you use your laptop as a hammer? No, but definitely someone would have tried it and then would have said नहीं ऐसा मत करो, it's not good enough for that. And things like that you will understand that AI can also not be used to hammer a nail, but again see what it is being used for. What is it is actually usable for? What's the hype about? Why is the
हम्म.
hype about? What I have found out with as an MLOps engineer, I monitor AI. I just don't build them. I monitor the whole life cycle of it. So
राइट.
what do I think about? What is AI good for? What is even AI good for? It hallucinates so much. It gives out conspiracy theories like something. It doesn't understand who you are. What is it good for? So it is good at simulating
मतलब
things.
इसका इसका पॉइंट यही है कि यार मोर एंड मोर क्वेश्चन आस्क करो, है ना.
But
जिसको
I am
मतलब
telling you
हाँ.
what you need to ask question to. You want to understand about certain aspect of quantum physics rather
हम्म.
than asking AI कि मुझे quantum physics समझा. It won't work
हम्म.
like that. Never. Bullshit.
राइट.
What I'm telling you is do this. Simulate it. ask it that you are a professor who does this,
Hmm.
and I am a student. I want to understand quantum physics.
Hmm.
Simulate for the rest of the conversation. Simulate you and me talking about quantum physics and me trying to understand what it is, and
Right.
put your best effort to make me understand. Okay? And what will happen now? AI doesn't. What now? Understand what instructions you have. If AI is a very good instruction
Right.
understanding machine,
Hmm.
and now understand just understand what instruction you have given him. You have given an instruction to be the perfect professor, to be the
Hmm.
perfect teacher to you, and
Hmm.
then they will. The AI does not understand what AI does not understand. It does not understand frustration. It does not
Right.
understand giving up like other teachers. So it will keep going on and on and on until you are tired. You are either
Right.
you have completely soaked out
तो
interest out of the conversation or the topic, or you have found out something so interesting that now you want to do. Now I want to do something. Now I want to do hands-on.
राइट
So this way
तो
you can. हाँ
सही
please
बोला
please.
सही बोला बंसल ने अभी जैसे बोला एग्जैक्टली अपन भी ऐसे ही करते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे को अभी सुबह उठ के क्या नीड है मेरे को एक मैनेजर चाहिए जो सुबह से लेके शाम तक अभी पूरा शेड्यूलिंग बनाएगा किसके साथ कॉल्स हैं क्या कॉल में क्या बात करना है वो एक राफ स्केच दे देगा और भी उसको मैं क्या बोलता हूँ कि बंसल है दिव्य बंसल है इसने ये काम किया हुआ है इसके बैकग्राउंड ये है इसने ये चीज़ के ऊपर रिसर्च किया या स्टडी करके रखा हुआ है तो अपन इसको क्या क्या चीज़ पूछ सकते हैं क्या चीज़ को उसको एक स्ट्रक्चर बनाओ उसके साथ मीटिंग पे क्या बात करना है तो पूरा वो बना के देगा और लेकिन उसको एक फॉर्मेट देना पड़ता है इसने जैसे बोला कि उसको पता नहीं है उसको ऐसे रैंडम छोड़ दोगे ना वो कुछ भी बता देगा लेकिन उसको स्ट्रक्चर देना पड़ता है
The thing is that AI
एक
is
फॉर्मेट दे दो एक फॉर्मेट दे दो
if you want to use it efficiently, give it a
हम्म
format.
राइट
It is very good at being prompted. LLMs are
राइट
very good at being prompted to do certain
हम्म
things. If you prompt them
बहुत
to
सही काम करता है हाँ
yes,
राइट बहुत सही
and
काम करता है लेकिन उसको गाइड करना पड़ता है कि भाई
yes,
इसको थोड़ा टीच कर दो
yes,
प्रॉपर
but
तरीके से बैठ के
understand this. Uh, LLMs are not the latest tech anymore. What is the latest
हम्म
tech? We are not yet talking about the latest frontiers of AI. We are not yet
हम्म
talking about what lies ahead, what goes into the future.
हम्म
Think, think
हम्म
what happens when there are like companies on companies built on AIs.
हम्म
The whole of employee base is of AI agents,
राइट
agents who can simulate how a human can work without ever knowing who that human
हम्म
is. Without just by
राइट
understanding how they have ever worked before, they can simulate how they will ever work also.
हम्म
And this lies in the future. This is not something from the past, or no, I mean, this is not a fairy tale anymore, Malab. At lot of moments in life, what humans lack is direction and someone who understands. What AI gives is a very good
हम्म
listening ear, and a completely empathetic response. It's never gonna fight with you. Understand? It's never gonna be like humans that they fight with you and go away and don't talk for days, and then you're left lonely. But it will be there. Try to understand your problem. Matlab, it does not have those basic
हम्म
human defaults. It does have its own faults. Does have its own problems. Okay, but again, the problems that humans face commonly these days, a lot of problems, a lot of frustration.
हम्म
Think. What if, think like this, what if a person buys ChatGPT Pro? He's a
हम्म
shopkeeper behind some prestigious institute like IIT Guwahati or
हम्म
IIT Delhi. He's a shopkeeper. A lot of student comes in. But how does he keep so much track of the day? How does he serve each and every customer better? Some customer want something, some other customer want some other product. How do he take care of all of them? How do I take more money out of them?
हम्म
I want to earn more money out of these people. But if I keep doing the generic thing, these I'm speaking from a perspective of a shopkeeper. Now he comes across ChatGPT. He talks to ChatGPT, and then he realizes that I can create a small AI system that orders
Hmm.
for people. Okay. And
Hmm.
then I'll keep that data, I track the habits of people, and then I'll improve overall and over time. I'll keep limited stock.
Hmm.
I'll cut down bekar stock. I'll not keep any stock that does not sell. I'll keep limited stock. I'll make my process efficient. That way he saves money. He serves better to people. People starts buying more from him. He starts earning more money. By how? By simply
Hmm.
injecting AI into his process. He is not going away from his shop. He is not giving AI everything. He is just putting system to understand what his clients want better and to cut down on the load that he was having.
Right.
I believe people do not need AI for the sake of AI. People need AI to make what they already do better, more efficient.
तो बात ऐसा नहीं है, इसने जैसे पॉइंट क्या बोला यार, एआई अपने को ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई मार्केट में कुछ नया आ गया, ये अपना अगर वर्कलोड कम हो रहा है तो अपन अपने टाइम को कुछ बेटर इफिशिएंट जगह पे लगा सकते हैं। अगर तुम्हारा कोई 10 काम सॉल्व हो जा रहा है, कोई एक चीज़ सॉल्व कर दे रहा है जो तुम्हें बैठ के पूरा दिन लगाना पड़ रहा है, अगर कोई आगे 5 मिनट में सॉल्व करके दे रहा है या आधा घंटा में रिजॉल्व करके दे रहा है, तो तुम अपना जो पूरा दिन का वर्कलोड है उसको तुम और बेटर जगह पे लगाओ। ऐसा नहीं है कि इंसान का काम खत्म हो जाएगा या कम हो जाएगा, 8 घंटा से भाई 1 घंटा हो जाएगा, वो उस टाइम पे भी 8 घंटा काम करेगा, है ना। जो मुझे जितना समझ में आता है कि आज अगर
Yes,
कोई,
yes,
मैं अगर आज के डेट में चैट जीपीटी यूज़ करके भी भाई सुबह से लेकर शाम तक 10 घंटा काम कर रहा हूँ, 12 घंटा काम कर रहा हूँ, इसका मतलब क्या है कि अगर नहीं होता तो भी 12 घंटा काम करते, अगर हो रहा है तब भी, इसका मतलब मैं बस कुछ और बेटर जगह पे काम लगा रहा हूँ, राइट।
yes.
तो बात बात समझना ज़रूरी है कि अगर कोई टैग आ रहा है तो तुम्हारे लाइफ इजी करने के लिए आ रहा है। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मेरे को वॉशिंग मशीन पकड़ लेता हूँ, है ना, वॉशिंग मशीन में अगर मेरे को 1 घंटा कपड़ा धोने में जा रहा है, वो मेरा नेसेसरी है। अगर मेरे को वहाँ से 1 आवर टाइम मिल जा रहा है तो मैं वो पर्टिकुलर 1 आवर में कहीं और जगह पे लगाऊंगा,
Exactly,
राइट।
exactly.
तो
अब
सेम सेम चीज़ है।
यही तो बात है. Tech is for people. The by far,
हम्म।
tech has been for people who can afford it. But
राइट।
it's very fastly moving towards towards tech for all. And in this scenario, I think every human should have a voice. Every human should be able to be a part of it. Every human has right to be a part of AI evolution. Every human. Malab, what I am saying is that everybody has a right to be a part of AI evolution, and
राइट।
everybody should be a part of it. And by far, I have not been seeing many people trying to solve for this specific solution, trying to solve that AI AI evolution or AI
हम्म।
development has the voice of every human. Uh, नहीं है. Obviously, as we already know examples, a
हम्म।
person who has never used smartphone or a person who doesn't know how to use smartphone. Let me rephrase. Who doesn't even know how to use a smartphone. Take
राइट।
grandmothers of a lot of rich kids. What do they use smartphone for? They all have smartphones.
राइट।
All the grandmothers have smartphones. What they do use for? Hello, call, YouTube. Now a new thing has added onto it, YouTube for
राइट।
entertainment because quick content. Now it has spread very fast. Uh, but
राइट।
that's literally it. Wallah, they have a device that is more powerful than the computer that sent Apollo to the moon. But what they do use it for calling and for watching reels or watching videos or
हम्म।
getting entertainment out of it. But they can do so much to make their own life easy. Uh, but but again, these devices are made for
मैं
engineers, smart people.
समझ गया, राइट। तो वो वाला फेस अभी भी नहीं आया कि यार जो कॉमन लोग हैं या अपन, अगर
It's not
जिसको मतलब
intuitive.
अपन क्या,
Technology has not
हाँ।
been intuitive, and it has never been
हम्म।
intuitive, and hence people would never. It has not been intuitive, and it has also not been ever been cheap also. Uh,
हम्म।
but it is going that way. but you should at least have option to use it. Don't reject
Right.
things without even having the option to use them. Then, then,
Right.
then you will never understand what you are rejecting even. Let me put out new tools for you people who is ever
Hmm.
listening. Go to Hugging Face. There
Hmm.
is a thing called Hugging Face Spaces. In the
Hmm.
spaces, people have put out infinite free AI tools. There is like no limit to them. Matlab, there is a website, there is a tool called DeepSeek.
Hmm.
DeepSeek's,
Right.
they are using DeepSeek's model to create websites, and they are
Hmm.
so beautifully well made websites. They can even though that model can even make 3D websites. 3D
अच्छा.
websites are so hard to figure out, and that model can make. And this is not the most interesting part. For tech people, what you would find interesting that the files, the size of the
Hmm.
website that model makes is not even 1 MB whole of
अरे बाप रे.
website. The 3D website I'm talking about, that even the 3D
Hmm.
website is less than 1 MB. I think 1 MB is again too large. I think it's just a few KBs. On Hugging Face only, there is a free tool called Computer Agent. This is by
Hmm.
Hugging Face themselves. They themselves have made these tools. This tool can, on an
Hmm.
instruction, browse a virtual computer. So if
Hmm.
you ask it to just find me cat videos of Google, so it will go open browser, type find me cat videos on Google.
कि
Mhm.
बहुत सारे लोगों के दिमाग में ये पॉडकास्ट देखने के बाद ये क्वेश्चन मतलब आया आ रहा होगा यार, मेरे को एम एल ए आई में करियर बनाना चाहिए. जैसे कि तूने एक साइड में तो तू बोल रहा है यार जॉब तुम्हें मिलेगा कि नहीं पता नहीं चल रहा है, जॉब चला जा
Right.
रहा है. तो एक साइड में तू बोल रहा है यार इसमें बहुत सारे फ्यूचर है, तो बहुत सारे लोगों के दिमाग में ये डुअल वाला डाउट चालू हो जाएगा, भाई अपने को
So
पढ़ना चाहिए या कि नहीं पढ़ना चाहिए, इसलिए मैंने ये पूछा है ना.
stop. So I would like to say stop optimizing for the wrong things. Don't optimize for your life for jobs. GitHub
हम्म.
stars don't matter. Certification don't count. Uh, what really matters and what would make a difference in your life and in coming future. Uh,
हम्म.
and you do have time on your hand. Time is not going anywhere. Just keep doing what you're doing. Is solving real problems for real people. Find real
राइट.
people. Ask what problems they are facing. Find a group of real people. Solve those problems. Uh, the tech industry has मतलब how I say this, the tech industry has
राइट.
enough people building toys. हर बंदा खिलौना बना रहा है. Some people are building
राइट.
toys for people. Some people are building toys for companies. Some people are building toys for even bigger companies. So they are all building toys.
राइट.
They are not solutions for real people. We need people who understand social impact, who understand impact,
राइट.
and also also when you make it, don't put the ladder up. Basically, अगर तुम चढ़ रहे हो ना, देखो यार मैं बहुत ही
हम्म.
ओपनली तुम लोगों को सब बताया है कि भाई मैंने ये सीखा है. दिस इज हाउ आई फील.
हम्म.
एंड यू कैन इवन कम अराउंड, you go on my any profile, you'll find these kind of things on there. Come to me. I'll say the same things all over again. But the reason is that I truly believe that this knowledge needs to pass on. So
राइट.
whatever you build in your life, go ahead, share it. Whoever comes to you asking about it, go ahead, share it as much as you can. Help others
हम्म.
climb, help others build, and remember, at the end of the day, we all are just trying to make computer do useful things, to make them more useful, uh, and
तो
and
मैं
right.
मैं एक, हाँ राइट, तो मैं एक एक पॉइंट में ऐड करता हूँ बंसल. तूने अभी जैसे बोला ना कि यार मतलब नॉलेज तूने लिया और पास ऑन करना, इसी के ऊपर ये जो ऑक्टाजम मतलब अपने मैंने स्टार्ट किया था ना, तो इसी का मतलब बेसिक कोर कॉन्सेप्ट यही था कि यार ऑक्टा मतलब आज स्टेज में ऑक्टा मीन्स 8 है ना, तो उसमें मेरा जो कोर आइडिया यही था कि यार तुम लाइफ में अगर कुछ फॉर एग्जांपल तूने बोला जॉब के थ्रू ऐसे चेज मत करो, लेकिन हम सब ने, इसने भी मैंने भी हर किसी ने भाई प्लेसमेंट लिया है, उसका कोर आइडिया यही था कि यार इनिशियल पुश तुम्हें अगर बूटस्ट्रैप करना है, कुछ भी करना है, थोड़ा इनिशियल पुश मिल जाता है तो तुम कुछ टाइम जॉब कर लो अगर तुम्हें ज़रूरत पड़ रहा है ना.
Right, right.
तो
See, job
लेकिन
is, if you are getting a job, get your money. the world, you need money, your family needs money,
Right.
your problems solution need money. Okay,
Right.
money does not go out of the system all of the sudden just because you understand that you can make a lot of money, yet you need money to make all of that. Okay,
Right.
so none of you, don't quit on looking out for jobs, don't put on finding work, finding
तो
good things
हाँ,
to do.
यही मैं लोगों के दिमाग में बहुत सारे कन्फ्यूजन रह जाते हैं, तो मैं यही क्लियरिटी देता हूँ। ऐसा नहीं है कि अपन बोल रहे हैं कि यार तुम काम मत करो,
Yes, yes,
किताब
yes.
उताब बंद करके पढ़ाई मत करो, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। तुम्हें
Find
बेटर
things
कॉलेज
that
चाहिए,
find you
है ना?
interesting. Find job that
राइट।
you find interesting. Find
राइट।
do
तुम
things that are exciting. Go to
राइट।
company that you find कि बहुत ही बढ़िया कंपनी है, मैं तो जाके काम
राइट।
करूंगा इधर. So do
तो
things
जैसे
that are
कि
exciting.
राइट, जैसे कि बंसल का भी कहानी ले लो, मेरा भी कहानी चल भाई, हम लोगों ने कॉलेज के लिए फाइट मारा, बेटर से बेस्ट अपन ने ट्राई किया कि यार सबसे बेस्ट कॉलेज में तुम कैसे मिल सकते हैं ना। इसके बाद कॉलेज के बाद कोशिश किया यार जॉब में तुम्हें कैसे बेटर जॉब मिल सकता है, जॉब में जाके तुमने 1-2 साल काम किया, इसके बाद जो भी ये सब प्रोजेक्ट वोजेक्ट चालू किया, लेकिन तो वो वाला फेज तुम ऐसे रातों रात गायब कर दोगे ना, तुम्हें हो सकता है कि तुम्हें भाई आइडिया भी ना हो कि क्या कर रहे हो, कैसे कर रहे हो। तो कम्युनिटी भी बिल्ड हो जाता है भाई। अगर तुम बेटर कॉलेज में जा रहे हो सकता है तुम 4-5 ऐसे लोगों से बात कर रहे हो जो तुमसे बेटर हो, ऑब्वियसली बेटर होगा हमेशा बेटर कॉलेज।
And how would you ever grow
राइट।
without talking to new talent, new students, new
राइट।
perspective? How would you ever grow? How would you ever
राइट।
know what you were doing was useful or useless? Um, I thought I used to think that I would simply distribute all the tech to people. I'll give them for free, and that's what led me a lot of places. I was tech sec for my hostel. I was also finance head for College Fest. Even right now, I am the lead MLOps engineer for my company, and all of these things come from pure curiosity and
राइट।
leaving the doors open. Let the
तो
people walk in. Otherwise,
ये जो
you won't learn either.
तो बहुत ही सही है। अपन ने ऑलरेडी मतलब काफ़ी मतलब डिस्कशन कर लिया, मतलब अपना काफ़ी मतलब ये पॉडकास्ट काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेटिव था। तो यार बंसल, लास्ट में कोई फाइनल मैसेज देना चाहते हो यार, जितने भी बच्चे या तो जेई के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं ऐसे भी है, या कॉलेज स्टूडेंट है, या जॉब के लिए जितने भी लोग तैयारी कर रहे हैं, या बिजनेस में जाना चाहते हैं, बहुत सारे अलग अलग मतलब स्टेज में यहाँ पे लोग ऑडियंस है अपना। तो मतलब सारे लोगों के लिए कुछ मतलब फाइनल मैसेज देना है तुम्हें?
आई थिंक हमने काफी सारी बातें करी है.
राइट।
बट अगेन वही सेम बातों को फिर से बोलना चाहूंगा. What matters is solving real world problems for real world
राइट।
people, and helping others understand what they want to build as well.
तो ऐसे टाइम पे अपन कोशिश करेंगे यार बंसल को फिर से एक और बार कभी बुलाए, क्योंकि बहुत कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन है भाई, एक पॉडकास्ट में पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाता है। और इतने सारे इन्फॉर्मेशन होता है ना कि भाई कॉलेज का जाने हो गया पूरा 4 साल तुमने जिस जगह पे दे दिया, इसके बाद जॉब में तुमने 3-4 साल लगा दिया, और एक प्रोजेक्ट में 3-4 साल लगा दिया, और उसको तुम्हें 1 घंटे में अगर समराइज़ करना हो काफ़ी डिफिकल्ट है, और लोग अवॉइड भी करते थे, बोले सामने वाले को समझ में नहीं आएगा भाई स्किप मार दे इसको अभी के लिए। तो कोशिश करेंगे किसी टाइम इसको लाए और पकड़ के पूरा मतलब डिट्टो समझे कि भाई ऐसा ऐसा चीज़ है क्या नहीं है। ठीक है बंसल, थैंक यू वन सेकेंड, है ना?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much.